minutes for 12 hours.
You smell like a fourth grader that their parents fried chicken in the house and smoke cigarettes.
No,
and
that
then
is
you
not
and then you show up to the school
not even
dance
that bad of a
and start
smell.
sweating, and it stinks, and everybody's like, "Who smells like cigarettes, fried chicken?"
This nigga, I promise you that. Wait, has J-Dot, did he, after a decade, fall off the wagon?
He had PTSD real quick for a second.
This nigga said, I took two Tootskis before I came over and said, whoa, okay, cut the camera's chamber. We gotta talk to him. He said, no, we're fine. He said, keep it rolling.
Call the sponsor. Call the sponsor.
He said, don't call him. Why? I fucking fired him. He won't let me do coke. I said, oh God, we gotta call this lady someone.
The contents of this podcast are informational in nature, and neither Chain, nor Johnny, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health professional.
Welcome to the show, Random Realness. I'm your host, Chain, here with my dog, J. White. My other dog,
I feel like we already started the show.
Johnny B.
You guys should have been here a minute ago.
Oh, God. Episode
29.
29.
I'm glad someone said something because I forgot.
29. Damn, you fine.
Let me give it to you one more time.
From B. Hizzity Hine. So it clap, clap, clap. And you're pushing it back. And I said, yeah. And it's like that.
I think
I love you.
I say it's episode 29, and nigga, you can't rhyme.
I can, like, dog, that was.
He was killing
bars.
it. Stop
He
hating
said
on him.
first off, I was
Hey, stop hating on him. You know what I'm saying? Gang shit, gang shit, gang shit. Nigga, what is you? Is you gang?
No.
Anyways, how you doing,
I'm not a
boys?
gang member. I'm a square as fuck.
Yeah, we know. You by your blockhead.
tell?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Am I a German or am I American?
Did you just say, can we tell? Lift your shoes up real quick. Show the people your socks. Yes, nigga, you're a square. Niggas don't do that.
this nigga has
If they
dress
had to wear
socks on
those
with
socks
his
to
fly
school
nets.
or to work or whatever, but then they haven't sweat yet, they would still
No,
run.
they wouldn't, nigga.
That's how I do. If I don't hit a sweat in it, I'll keep it running.
Yeah, it's because you're not a nigga.
No, but because the morning I'll run in them tomorrow and then I'll sweat them out.
He said, I'll run in business socks tomorrow.
You
Did
know
hear him?
one good thing about being J-Dot
What?
and being a square like that nigga is you will never ever have to worry about getting ran up on somewhere for not checking in, getting your chain snatched, none of that shit.
He ain't taking my bitch. I'll tell you that, man.
You ain't never gonna have to worry about no drama.
Stupid.
You know what I'm
That was hella funny. But how you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing good,
J
bro.
Dot, how you doing? You guys surviving this heat?
I'm barely surviving.
I can't hear you, bitch ass nigga.
Put your thing in
I
milk
said
down.
I'm barely surviving. I'm trying to drink and I'm fumbling the fucking
Okay,
drink.
well, decide what you want to do.
Just hey,
Johnny, how
put
you
your
doing?
gallon of milk down.
Yeah, you thought he was. There's still milk in that. I don't know if y'all
He's
thought.
like, go, 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 go,
Back in the day, he used to just have the milk jug, but he got lashed at by some of the fans.
Hey.
So now he's out here faking the funk.
I drink whole banana milk now.
Oh, okay.
No, that
Is
milk,
that-
white shit that's in
Hold
there
on.
came out of something that's banana shaped.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He said, "I'll drink whole banana milk." I think that's code for he says he's sucking dick.
J-Dot, don't let him talk to you.
You can hear Johnny wanted to go in on it, but he's like,
He got goosebumps down his spine when I said, brought up sucking dick. He said,
Hey, y'all niggas is wild, man. Hey, get the look at you just making those lips turn into a slip and slide, my nigga, with that shit.
Damn. Quit. It's inappropriate.
slip and slide.
It's inappropriate.
Oh, y'all doing good though?
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
Man.
everybody. I know we're adults, so we don't get summer, but you know, funky ass kids are out.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah, bro. I just went on speaking of kids being out, I just went on my fucking. I took my niece to sushi today because she fucking out of school.
That's
she was
what's up.
chilling. It's my day off and shit. So woke up, got some shit done around the house. Took my niece to sushi, and then I was gonna bring my lady lunch as well, but took too long at sushi and her lunch.
Quick question.
What's up?
Do you always whistle when you use S?
Was I whistling?
I took her to sushi, and I took my niece.
Boy.
I took my niece, and then we went and got some ice cream. And
Hey, for real, was I whistling?
you were definitely whistling,
Damn,
but it's all right.
crazy. What?
If you can't feel your bottom jaw, just tell us. See?
Hey, that sounds like that good shit, didn't it?
That sounded disgusting.
I should call her.
Man, I need to call my lady. She's at home waiting
So
for me to come.
you were gonna bring her lunch, but you were so selfish that you couldn't wrap it up on time, huh?
Nigga, sushi, we were all you can eat fucking shit up.
Were you?
Yeah.
Were there some extra minutes in there that maybe you could have left early? Did you eat the whole time or what?
Yeah, I literally peeled her. And at the end, you know what I got?
What?
Like, it was
Peeled
so
her?
good.
What?
I said I was sitting there peeling all my shit. Oh, nigga,
Yeah.
stop.
Pause. Pause. Do you like that? Pause.
Yeah, right.
Do you
When
even like? It's like
Not on duty.
No, I don't
I
pause.
don't know.
But like, you got to really say some sour shit for me to be like pause. But anyways,
We know.
we was fucking eating sushi and shit. One of the last rolls I got was a fucking Spam roll, dog, and it's so hitting. When Spam is done right, my nigga, the island steak.
He said when it's done right. Nigga, it comes out of a can. There's only a couple
already
ways to
done.
do it. You either fry it or you
but
put it on a grill.
You know what I mean?
Do you
man?
have to cook spam?
No.
You don't have to, but preferably you fry it up.
Did
Put-
you
put a
know
little sweet
that
sauce on
canned
it.
chicken smells the same as canned tuna?
What the fuck?
And it's not the tuna that smells bad; it's the canning process that makes it smell funny.
Solid information.
So it's so bullshit, though.
Do you eat tuna? Canned
Yeah,
tuna?
I like canned tuna.
I fuck with tuna heavily. Tuna, pickles, and peanut butter on some toast. Fuck it up.
Tuna, a lot of relish.
He said double down on the relish.
What are you?
I tuna, little mustard, little mayonnaise,
DJ
diced up
mustard?
pickles. You know what I'm saying? Little minced garlic. Y'all, you know I do this for
I
real.
just don't
so,
slap
you know.
the mayo on it because then it's like I might as well eat a burger at McDonald's.
So I feel like also.
That's how I feel.
You know how
With that.
niggas always associate tuna with
Oh,
sandwiches?
you thought I was eating tuna because I was trying to be healthy?
Isn't that the only reason people eat tuna?
No,
Because I don't
no,
fuck
nigga.
with it. Like I don't call for tuna.
Yeah,
I
niggas-
just
niggas
eat tuna
eat
if I'm trying to
seafood.
get protein or something, and I'm trying to be.
He's
Do you
40 years
niggas-
old talking about do niggas eat seafood? Yes, niggas eat seafood.
Yeah, look,
Nah,
I just
but
ate
canned
seafood the
tuna?
other day, my nigga. But check this out. Listen, dog. Y'all only eat tuna with sandwiches?
Yeah.
You
On crackers.
You never just. I just pop a can of tuna open without it. Drain it, obviously, but don't even put mayonnaise in it. And just throw some hot sauce on it and smack it. Fire.
You probably eat sardines too.
I fuck with sardines
I know
and
you
smoked oysters
fucking
and
do.
shit.
I know
Don't
you-
worry, I got this for you. I got this for you, buddy.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtle in a half shell.
I can't stand this nigga.
Hey, so which room were you not allowed in Grandma's house? A, her living room. B, her all-white room. C, the dining room. Or D, her bedroom.
D.
Her bedroom, yeah.
I think, I think that.
It's either that or the living room.
My grandma's didn't have a all white room.
Yeah.
And we could only be in the living room, so.
Yeah.
What's an all white room? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's pretty much.
So I know it.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. My little brother, my grandma in California, she has it's like an extra living room, but it's
Yeah.
just for just looks.
Yeah, and like
Like
you don't wanna sit
everything,
on
the couches
furniture
are
and
white, the carpeting in there's white, pillows are all white. You know, like it's literally
Damn.
for you to walk by and be like, "Oh, damn, that's such a pretty room."
So there's this.
You have to have bread to have it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right though. So check this out. There's fucking this neighbor I grew up around, and then obviously you fast forward in life, and then I got the house that I'm living in. This is the house I grew up in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but when I was growing up back in the day, there was they still live there to this day. At least his parents do, not the kid. But they were an LDS family and shit. I don't think his parents liked me very much.
You know what they heard.
And they had when they did let me hang out with their kid, right? I went to the house a couple times, and when you walk in, because their house is like 4 stories, and when you walk in to the left, there's this room, and it's like big white, like it looks like husky's fur, big white carpet, like white couch. There's a piano in there and all this shit, and it was just for like you didn't walk in there, you couldn't go in there, none of that. But it was just the very first room you seen. It was just for looks, and then there was the main floor. Then there was a floor above that, and then when you're back on the main floor, there was a floor below that, and a floor there, and then a floor below that. And right now, it's so funny, the house I'm talking about, because this is 2 houses down from me, right? And I just live in a regular-ass neighborhood. Guess how much this house is if you Zillow the address right now? It's like, it's going for sale for like $990,000, whatever, almost $1 million.
Crazy.
Damn.
Nigga, Maple Grove and Overland. Oh, now you niggas know where I'm
He said,
Don't
my
let me
neighbor's
catch you
address is
don't be
this. I'm
coming around my
2
shit
streets
unwelcome.
down on the opposite side. So there's
He said
even miles
zip
at all.
code is goofy ass.
So, did they have in the pictures? This is the all white room, like part of the Zillow pictures.
Oh no, it's
That's
funny
back in the
because
day.
it's a lot of it's been remodeled. Because of course I had to peep the Zillow pictures and I seen the for sale sign. And I was curious how much they're selling it for. And I'm like, damn. But these niggas were rich. Like they used to own like Highmark, Polaris, like Power Sports and shit. Back in the day, it's shut down now. It used to be down off Orchard, like by Orchard. But anyways,
love me a good Arctic cat.
You know what else is shut down?
Yeah, what?
The fucking NBA season.
Oh,
My Heat lost.
Why did you say it
Shut
in
up,
that
pussy.
tone, nigga?
Shut up, pussy. You over here put the bad juju out in the world anyway, nigga. First ass. Guess what this fuck nigga said first? I'm like, oh, who you think's gonna win? I'm talking to you. He said, not the Heat. You thought I forgot, huh?
Yeah, what I said and what had happened.
Like you even know, nigga.
he said I like Denver because of the jersey color.
No, I watched the last game with my lady, and it's crazy. At the end, right at the end of that Jokic nigga, they're all interviewing him, and they're like, "So what now?" And
He
he's
said,
like,
"We
"The
can
job
go
is
home."
done. We can go home." And then I'm just scrolling today, and I see an article where Michael Porter Jr., his teammates, like, when asked about what is his off schedule scene, you know, most of these niggas are like, no time off, like even
Yeah,
on the
he's
year,
like, I go home, ride horses, and
drink beer.
and get ready a couple weeks before the season starts.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah,
Muscle memory
he's
for
not,
him.
He is really that nigga. Jokic is,
You know what's crazy
just
is
because he's
they're-
not a nigga, he don't get enough credit.
Congrats to the motherfucking Denver Nuggets, even though you beat my
For real,
squad.
for real.
But those niggas are so stacked. That team is so deep. No
Y'all
homo.
are the spicy
Yeah.
Nuggets now.
But
dog.
it's like
extra ranch.
Spicy nuggets.
Y'all are the spicy.
He said, "Y'all the nuggets that come with a value meal."
Y'all
No,
are,
but
y'all are
like
a whole 10-piece.
I want to say they're 4 like stud players and like Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray,
Yeah.
Jokic, and then Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Those niggas
They're all
are
like
all
27 and younger.
beasts. And they're all big.
all
They
of
have
them.
a big
They're
ass
all- yeah.
team.
Yeah,
They are.
and that's what killed us. We were so undersized. Like
Gordon's
nigga,
6'10". Jokic is like 7'2".
Williams is 6'10". Jamal Murray, I'm pretty sure is like 6'6".
Caldwell
or 6'5"
Pope's got to be
or
like
something.
6'9".
But yeah, they have a good team.
Yeah,
They were. I was getting frustrated
they're gonna
watching it.
stay
Low
fucking
key.
niggas up for a minute.
I love you, Jimmy Butler, nigga. But where'd you go?
I think one of the announcers was trying to say that he might have like he had a little injury that he was powering through.
Yeah.
And I want to take it, but I've seen him
He
go
said-
through so much stuff.
And he
that it's
said,
like,
he's like, they just beat us.
Okay.
Like, that's what he said.
He's the-
but
he-
even
he's
if he
still that
does
dude.
have an ankle problem, he's not like saying I was hurt
and that's
or
why
whatever.
that's why I respect him. But I was
But-
like, they're gonna lose. I was like, they're gonna lose. Then when he won, I was
But
like,
I see why
oh,
they
and then
say.
I'm like, fuck.
I see why announcers and people are saying that because like before he rolled his ankle, he was going crazy, and then after that, he shot like 3 of 19 in one game, and then like 4 for like 16 in another game, and it's just like
Was he like when he's healthy, he shoots good, or was he getting like little fadeaway shots and like slam dunks?
that-
Because if it's like if he's just not that good of a shooter, if he just has to only shoot, I would put that
that's- he
Jordan
started-
on him right now.
Jimmy's a
he
pretty
started
good shooter.
hesitating, like when he'd be driving to the rim instead of just jumping.
Yeah, he
he'd
was
try to
getting-
pump
yeah.
fake and niggas wouldn't jump, and then he's just sitting there with a 6'10" dude on him, trying to pivot around, figuring out who to pass it to or how to go up. You know,
Yeah.
And even when he was getting like his looks, because he's like a mid range guy,
Mm-hmm.
so even when he was getting his looks, he wasn't hitting. You know,
In the last game when I think they might have been down 1 or something, and he like drove on Murray, and it was like he 1-on-1 Murray, and then he like got stuck, and then just threw it, and the guy picked it
Turnover,
off, and
yeah.
I was like, God damn, that
and
would have
that's what
been
makes me like
Yeah,
irritated. 'cause
huge because he would have hit that.
That was huge as fuck when he threw it to the other motherfucker. Nigga.
Yeah,
That was wild.
it had me sick, low
It
key.
was-
But you could just tell we were we got punched in the mouth early and we didn't know how to recover at that point, you know.
Yeah, y'all niggas was playing in like when it was, you know, fight or flight. Y'all niggas got caught in flight mode because they was fucking swinging and just piecing y'all niggas up, and like y'all were playing, but like just like Jimmy Butler fell. That nigga's like a top tier player, and he was doing some dumbass shit.
Kyle Lowry's got to go. I'm sorry. That nigga hit a couple big threes in that last game, but it doesn't matter
that little
because
Kevin Hart looking.
That nigga had. I want to look at the stats for the series and see how many turnovers he had. But like in game one, I want to say he had 3 turnovers in the first 5 minutes.
Okay,
he's low key on the payroll for the other squad. My nigga
It's like, what the
getting
fuck?
greased under the table. That's what I'd do if I was in the NBA. Nigga. I'd start a whole new hustle. I'd be good. And then I'd go to play for a team, and I'd just like get in with the right niggas, because you know there's some grimy niggas in there. There's always grimy niggas in sports and shit in the business world. And I would just have niggas grease my pockets to just fucking go hard and then strategically just finesse. You know how you finesse people? You don't just show your cards, right? Like, oh, this nigga's a hitter, this or that. He's gonna be a franchise player. And then I'd just start like fucking up when it meant big shit for big dollars until eventually they caught on to me and kicked me out. But then I'd have so many ducats, my nigga.
But you wouldn't be able to get that money
Because they take
for
it
like
back.
a long ass time
What you mean?
to be able to get away with it. Like if you just like fucked up, then all the Vegas books will be like, that was on purpose, and then they go check your account. Like, say 10 million came to it out of nowhere. They'd be
Who's
like,
doing all that?
They do.
You act like
Damn.
niggas can't look into your financials, bruh.
Look into your financials, and if Vegas thinks something's funny because, say, somebody placed a large wage for
Just
that
out of
scheme
nowhere.
to work, there has to be a bunch of bets being placed for whatever outcome that you're gonna fake, right? As soon as that shit links
All right,
up
so
and
these
too
niggas
much
just caught me
payout,
not thinking something through.
Nuh-uh.
So
No, stop,
yeah,
dude.
but you know what I'm saying. I was just playing around though, anyways. Because one, I'm never going to be in professional sports, nigga. I am.
Yeah, you're almost 40,
I took
nigga.
my
We
turn.
get it.
I took
He
my
said, I'm
dog.
never going to be in professional sports. Said, yeah, nigga, your ticker's ticking. And
Yeah,
you're,
nigga, I took my dog on a walk today, and I fucking stopped for a couple breathers.
But do you think that like that comment gets made because you never feel like you're an adult? Like I still feel like I have an 18-year-old brain. Like I never feel like, oh, I clicked over into like.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't even feel illegal like that. I feel 12.
Honestly, the one time
agree.
it fucked me up, I was working at this restaurant and I was bartending, and the supervisor was younger than I was, but it was like dead in there, right? And so she just bullshitting, and so we're playing whatever music we want, and like a 50 Cent song came on or something. I'm like, oh, this shit was popping when I was like in 12th grade. She's like, I think I was in 6th grade when this song came out. I said, don't ever say some shit like that to me again, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, that's the first time I was like, damn, I'm getting old,
When
man.
we're growing up,
I don't
that's
know
how
if
niggas.
one
That's
time-
like how imagine how our parents and shit felt. You know.
Yeah.
I was working at like my last job, and we're like in this convenience store, and I have like my senior manager, and then say like a manager, and then there I was like a second year or something.
Yeah.
And the one senior manager was like, damn, man, I'm getting old, and I don't know if I'm where I want to be right now. And then the manager guy is about the same age, probably a little younger, but maybe just like a couple years. And he's like, man, I really just not on track, you know? And then here I am, older than both of them. I'm just like, oh. If you guys feel that way, then I really feel that way. Because like I still, to be where he was at, I'd have to work 11 years. To be where that person was at 6 years. And what I was thinking about at
You're
that
older
time
than
was,
both of them?
yeah, I'm older than both of them. And what I was thinking at that time was like, damn, life is good as fuck. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it was a trip. And they are always talking like they're old as fuck. And I'm like, dog, I'm not that. At least I don't feel that way. You know what I mean?
said,
And
I'm not that.
Sometimes I think it's such a mindset on like how you feel. Another
100%
random
it's
thing,
on how you feel.
talking about like financial independence or stuff. There's like this like trap that you can fall into. Essentially, like if you retire early, and they this is like multiple people saying this, like you retire at 45, and then you go and because your friends are still working, you start hanging out with maybe people that are like 60, 59 and stuff. And the way they are always, oh, my knee, oh, my back, oh, my knee. They'll be like somebody that's 45 when they shouldn't be feeling that way. Start doing it because like who you surround yourself with, the shit just like compounds itself. So,
Right.
Yeah.
You can't just be going out and hanging out with fucking Dennis and Daryl and complain that your sciatica's hurting when you're 39, Trevor. Be smarter than that.
But you will, though. Like, if you're around a bunch of people that are always complaining, you're going to be the fucking... What do they say? You're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
That's why John Moran's rolling around guns, nigga. It's because he keeps hanging around a bunch of gangbangers. Same concept, nigga. Hang around old people and guess next thing you know, you just got dentures. I don't know. My teeth just fell out on a Tuesday. I was eating an apple and fucking I've been spending too much time with Opal down the road.
Good old Opal, huh? Yeah. We were playing backgammon.
Me and Greta fucking were chilling, just playing some pinochle. Next thing you know, I might get a nose run, so I grabbed my handkerchief and my fucking teeth fell out.
Stupid.
Johnny, you were saying something about drama or something earlier?
I don't want none. I don't want, like Mary J. Blige said, I don't want no drama.
Yeah. What were you? Yeah.
Nah, I just there's just something I want to touch base on, or I guess you could say I just want to check in.
Yeah,
stupid.
You know what I'm saying?
I do it.
So DJ Drama, who if y'all don't know, because you don't listen to music and you're weird and you probably
we're born under a fucking rock.
You probably skin rabbits and fucking make your own beanies and shit. But anyways, DJ Drama is a well-known music producer, beat maker, all that shit, right? Produced, made some beats for some of the biggest artists out there.
Who's the biggest that DJ Drama did?
But here's the thing, because here's the thing. He's done beats for Meek Mill. He's done beats for Drake. He's done beats for all the major artists.
Lil Wayne. Literally everybody.
It's probably, you could argue that's one of the biggest artists he ever made.
Back in the
Young Jeezy.
Back in the mixtape days.
Yeah,
their DJ Drama was above everybody.
Above everybody.
Like how people think DJ Khaled or look at DJ Khaled like he's like, he's
that
like him.
DJ
That's
Drama,
DJ Drama before
Khaled was popping like that.
Right.
And so here's the thing. This day and age, which I'm gonna get y'all's opinions on it. My personal opinion on all this, and I get it. It's not a lifestyle I live. I'm not a gangbanger. None of that shit. All right?
Are you sure?
I don't think Drama is either, though.
No, I'm not. No, he's not. Well, that's what I'm saying. You're in the music industry. As you know, these days, everyone apparently it's just hard to find a fucking balanced life between nigga, you're in the music industry or you're gangbanging because those two lanes intertwine so much. Mm-hmm. Some of them are real, some of them are fake, but that's just the world we fucking live in, right? This motherfucker goes to Toronto, right, and he gets ran up on by some dudes. And they fucking take his chain, right? They snatch his chain. And there's a video. Anyone can look it up. Just fucking YouTube DJ Drama chain snatch, right? You're going to find it. And it's on multiple, credible places like Complex and shit. And fucking these dudes, here's the thing though. They're yelling and they're like, this for not checking in. Shout out Drizzy. And it's like, oh shit. Because like Drake, right? He's
Hold on. Your niggas putting out hits now?
Hell no.
That's what I'm talking. Because this nigga.
Hell no, he's not.
I'm just saying you could do
Drake.
better.
I know Drake don't have nothing to do with this. I bet 100,000%.
Damn, this nigga's on his lawyer.
You put your life on it? See,
no,
you said 100,000%,
so check
I'm not gonna put my life. You know what I'm saying? I got a family. I got a wife. I got kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing all that shit.
Figuratively, but again,
figuratively, I would bet on Vegas. I put 100,000 wow on it.
Okay, but not your life.
Not my life. Okay. What if it fucks up? It's like
he said. What if he was like, yeah, it was me.
I can rebuild. I can't come back from the dead. I ain't Jon fucking Snow from fucking whatever Game of Thrones and shit. That was so fucking annoying when they did that. That makes me so mad.
Anyway, sorry, Johnny V.
No, you're fine, dude. So fucking this video was posted Saturday, June 10th. 3 masked men, who all appear to be wearing matching jeans and t-shirt. Solid team effort. I like it.
Great uniform.
Sponsored by New Balance.
They can be seen holding what appears to be Philly DJ's iced out Generation Now chain, while also shouting out Drake. Technically they said Drizzy, so these people need to get their shit right, but they do post the video.
Drizzy with the glizzy.
Beat him till he was dizzy.
They say, end quote, this for not checking in. Brat, butt.
Shut the fuck up.
And it says, shout out boy Drizzy, triple G's, you know how we rock, and it literally says brat right here, look. Hey, you know what? Check this out.
This nigga fucking it up. fucking it up. You know you fucking it up.
Oh well, hey, you guys can't look it up yourself. Fuck y'all niggas.
Yeah, he tried to play for you, but he fucked up.
But, hey, that is kind of weird that it's
So
not playing. 'Cause
you
I got
think?
my volume up.
So you don't think Drake had anything to do with it?
No, I just think this is just some like random character. Okay, hold up. I read the Complex article too, and at the end of the day, I'm sitting there. I guess Drake gave one of DJ Drama artists a feature on the album because I guess DJ Drama's like, but still go get the Churchill Downs album. And in my head, I'm like, this could all just be created to like
Publicity stunt or something.
for people to go listen to it and feed into whoever Churchill's Down album is. I don't even know. Churchill Down,
point.
Churchill Down, go lead it. I mean, but yeah, that's what
a
like
good
you.
point, J Dot. I just
Because
that's the shit that be going on that people don't. Oh, that's far fetched. Like what you're saying, makes a lot of sense to me.
I'm trying to think. There was some show on Netflix, but there was this rapper, like he was a scam rapper, and so like credit cards and stuff. But he was like fake arresting himself at videos or like at concerts and recording it, and it would hit social media, and it was like, oh my god, they just got DJ the scammer.
Yeah.
But it really was he was just creating that and made the lane, and it's like
That's
TJ,
wild.
the fucking scammer.
it's easy for drama to be all in the news like this as Drake. But Drake put a feature on the whatchamacallit. Those dudes are just doing what they do.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah. But I truly, like, if it wasn't, if it's real.
Just when you
I
thought
think
Drake couldn't be faker.
No, Drake wouldn't be doing it because it's
Yeah.
DJ Drama's artist.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because you know niggas is calling Drake asking for favors and shit. Like, hey, let me run this scam with your name on it.
Hell yeah.
So that we can get pub.
And he was like, hell no.
He was like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
I bet, for real.
As long as nobody gets shot over it.
Fuck yeah.
But if it was a real situation, I do not believe that Drake and those people are in the same
What's crazy is that...
same camp.
So, why is DJ Drama having to check in? Is my thing.
That's what I'm saying. This nigga
I don't
don't
understand.
gangbang.
He's a producer.
It's because you got a bunch of niggas out here. Here's also my motherfucking opinion right now. You got a bunch of it has to do with this, so it's relevant. But you got I'm not saying this exactly. These niggas, I don't know these gentlemen. But when I look around at the generation from niggas, whether it's my age or younger, mostly younger, I'm assuming. But like, you know, like to a point, like we ain't gangbangers at all, but like we didn't grow up like the fucking Huxtables, right? So like you know movies you watch and shit you look up and you look to as gangster and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like the shit that I think is like gangster or tough or makes a dude like an admirable guy in that type of like, I guess you could say like thugged out lane isn't like the same shit I think niggas this age think about, because these niggas to me seem like a bunch of crash dummies who like aren't really like hard or about their business or know how to move in like a gangster type manner. They're just like simply do not give a fuck. And to me, that's not cool and it's messy and like it doesn't actually to me show like a show of power or anything like that other than some like you just happen to be dangerous because you don't give a fuck about yourself, my nigga.
Right.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Well,
Like,
and it's like, how hard is it for a bunch of niggas to beat up one person?
yeah.
It's what you run
That's
down
one thing
on
I've never understood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, nigga.
oh, we kicked his ass. I would hope so, nigga.
Yeah.
There were 6
Yeah,
of
nigga,
you.
you better pack him out. If 6 of you run up on one nigga and get beat up, y'all should not be on camera talking about nothing because
Oh,
y'all are
God.
some, yeah, nigga.
As
So,
soon
like,
as somebody says they jumped somebody, I'm already looking at the
I'm
people that are
tuned-
telling me that story like they're losers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I was like, oh, was it The Rock? They're like, no, it was this. He was 127 pounds.
He's
fucking stupid.
He's got a
so
boot on because he broke his ankle this week.
Yeah, and you're like,
Yeah.
So
no.
you jumped him, nigga?
So
these niggas are, and just go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, no, just like if you fight, it's got to be 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 or something like that.
Yeah, it's got to be even.
Robbing is not cool. Robbing is not.
Yo!
What's up, partner?
What up, boy?
What's up?
I see you.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to ask you a quick question.
What's that?
You from around here?
No, I'm from Montana.
Okay,
You know
you
what
just
I'm saying?
moved here, huh?
Yeah,
I can
just
tell
moved-
you don't
yeah.
drive like us.
Yeah.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
Who insured you?
Colin.
Colin Lano?
Yeah, Colin Leno. I call Colin.
Really? What's his phone number?
208
Uh-huh.
639
Okay.
0412. You know I call Colin.
I just talked to this other cat driving this nice whip.
Uh-huh. Oh, you saying this?
He said Colin too.
Oh, yeah,
he said-
he does them all.
Okay.
I got a fleet of vehicles.
Okay. I'm gonna call Colin.
Call Colin.
All right.
Call Colin Lano Insurance for all your insurance needs. Robbing has never been cool. Robbing does not say that you're a hustler or you're dope or anything. It says you're a crash test dummy. You're about to go do 10 to 15 years for aggravated assault. You are stupid. You are too stupid that you can't find a way to not. I'm not saying legitly have to make money, but like. Hustling or anything like that is like a fucking two-way transaction where like everybody in the party feels good. Then you might have longevity. If you motherfucking go and fucking robbing from person to person, like you're going to end up dead. You're going to end up in prison, dead, and everybody that knows your name or thinks about you is like, I fucking hate that person. He's just a strong-arming idiot. Like a fucking hella stupid, but like a real G or anybody, like they can make a transaction where everybody feels good.
Real gangsters run their shit. They make their money in the same way a corporate nigga does.
Yes.
With the same type of business models, and they move probably even smarter than the niggas in suits, but they also... Like, niggas know those type of niggas are bad because they see the way they move. They don't have to tell them they're bad. They don't have to be loud. They don't have to be like, check in with me. None of that shit. Because, like, they'll got to prove shit to no one because they know how they move and no one even plays with them or tests them. The niggas that got to, like, be too loud and get their shit off like that to me are, like, some suckers, nigga. It's always been like that. I think that's some sucker shit.
And this might be an unpopular opinion, but if you tell me you rob people, I go, oh, you're a drug addict. And you're mad
100%.
because you can't hold the pack because you do all the drugs.
Right.
Like, if you rob, I'm going to go, oh, this person is a drug addict. You might just be a drug addict for weed, which is still just even dumb as fuck. Like, you got to rob people
robbing
because
niggas
you
for
can't.
weed. You got to don't ever try coke.
Well,
not even one bump. Don't even one bump.
They have an addiction to weed that makes them still they're not even like addicted to meth or coke or heroin.
I heard a dope quote like this week, and it says, "The man never tries to be the man."
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like that's the best way to put it.
I've
you know
heard
what I'm
that
saying?
quote
Like,
elaborated.
I've never ever once been like, "Oh, I'm the shit," or you know what I'm saying? Like never. Like I can't stand people that go out of their way to like make themselves seem like better, or you know what I'm saying?
The man
like,
will never try to be the man because
Exactly.
if you're the man, it's understood.
It's known,
and you're
yeah.
not. You don't tell yourself you're the man because you just move a certain way. The niggas that tell themselves they're the man will live their entire life trying to just convince solely themselves they're the man and not realizing everyone else around them ain't even looking at them in the light they're looking at themselves. If you're the man, you just move a certain way, and that's a jacket that gets put on you.
People pick it up.
You know what I'm saying? But just real quick in the remarks, when you're like, oh, they jumped this nigga. Oh, was it The Rock? Like, no, he was 127 pounds. Same concept. Like, these niggas out here, you see how they're moving, ski masked up, you know what I'm saying, yadded up, this and that on their gangbanging shit. And talking about checking in, DJ Drama's not like he's not a gangster, nigga. Like, I'm not saying he's just some soft, square-ass nigga, but he's not. Why the fuck does this nigga, like you being like, oh, we got DJ Drama's chain. It's like, can you give it back so we can be in the right mindset to make some beats, please?
If DJ Drama has to check in, make Seinfeld check in.
Yeah.
Make fucking Jay Leno check in. Make all these
And
people,
good luck
like
knocking
all
that nigga out
colors
from
and
the
races,
shoulders.
check
You gotta
in.
shoot Jay Leno. You
Like-
can't knock that nigga, that chin.
Well, everybody,
Just make 'em
everybody.
check. But this is my own opinion or whatever. The reason why the check-in can only be really for like an artist and stuff is because Jay Leno's not going to wear chains. If you go rob Jay Leno, you're going to get his debit card and all
That's
that shit.
going to be
You're gonna
canceled
go to
by
jail.
before you swipe it.
That's like a real like tough guy shit, pressing a civilian just down the street in the grocery store. Like, that is not cool or tough, my nigga. Like, when you have no morals or like code to your gangster, nigga, like there's nothing cool about it. There's not like, what's the point of it?
If you steal somebody's chain, it's only worth probably maybe 10 cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
The chain could be worth $1 million. Nobody is going to buy it.
Yeah, I was
Even
gonna say, unless it's like solid gold and not very many diamonds, and it can be melted down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
then
like,
it's
if
still going to go.
If it's busted down and just diamonds all around it, niggas don't want that.
Yeah.
Who
You
you gonna
can't
get
do
that off
anything
on,
with it.
especially if it got someone's
Yeah.
like crew on it. They don't want to get caught with it, and then come up and get fucking someone smoke them from homeboy's
So-
crew or something like that. So you have to get it off in certain ways. So it's not even worth it. But that's not why these niggas aren't trying to come up money, nigga.
You think they did it because DJ Drama's the DJ for the streets?
Because he's the DJ for the streets, so that's why they wanted to.
Yeah,
rob him?
like it just his
When
name.
I read that complex,
His name is big. He's like, if you think, like I said, back in the DVD era, this nigga was the god of you know, like he was on everybody's shit. So it's like, do they do it because he's the name? Like, oh, we did the biggest street DJ ever.
They're probably just jealous of Los Angeles right now. Because Los Angeles, I feel, is like one of the biggest with the check-in, and they've done the most damage when people come into town that don't check in. They're killing people, robbing.
And All Stars in LA and California, nigga, that niggas got check in.
And where did he get checked in?
He got Toronto.
In Toronto.
That's right.
So then Canada's like, we do that too. You know what I mean? You check in now. Chicago's going to be doing it. Then it's New Orleans.
No,
and it's like,
here's the thing, though. That shit don't work everywhere because I've been watching, like, I'll keep up on interviews and the local rap scene and these younger generation of niggas and this and that and podcasts of certain niggas, No Jumper, shit like that. He always has this nigga on there named Brick Baby that I fuck with heavy. He's fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out my nigga Brick Baby.
Shout out. The nigga, them likes went up. Chain hit him. Motherfucker. Y'all come out in numbers and droves. But anyway.
But with the checking in shit, there was this nigga they're interviewing. His name's like FGB Butler or something like that. One of the young niggas. And he's like, there's a lot of things I've seen with interviews with him and shit don't make sense when he be talking. But anyways, this one he's like, and it makes sense. And the way he elaborated it, like he's like, in Chicago, like you can't check in. Like there's no one to check in with. Like you can be like, oh, I checked in with so-and-so. And there's such a non-give-a-fuck, like it's really war zone down there. They're like, nigga, you can't, no one's keeping you safe. Anyone down there will get killed. Like if someone wants to kill you or smoke you, nigga, you're getting smoked. Like you can't check in. Oh, I checked in with so and so. I'm safe. But that shit don't matter, nigga.
Say I go and I call the person that I think I need to check in. Say I go and I check in. I go, hey, game. Checking in, buddy. I'm gonna be all around the Los Angeles Valley doing my thing, and then somebody else is like, "Game, he ain't the gatekeeper." You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, who do I gotta check in with? Do I gotta get a yellow book or something? Look niggas up and be like,
it goes deeper than that though, because like,
what? Yeah, explain if you know, or if you have more insight.
Because if it was taken, so in California, say you check in with Game or something,
yeah,
right? He's like, oh, you locked in with us. It's now if y'all got that type of relationship to where he's taking those responsibilities to where he's gonna do some go to war behind that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, then you somewhat have a safety blanket because it's not just like he cares about his reputation. Like, oh, this nigga was supposed to be safe under me, so they're really gonna make moves. And it's not. You have to have some sort of structure. California like is the OG of gangbanging, and there's structures and like.
Why do we do this to each other? Like, I don't know why anybody. I don't care why minorities do this shit. Around black folks, it's hard to be black. Around white folks, like, why do we do this?
Because Chicago, they take the gangbanging and shit and gangster shit out there, but they're not structured to where they have gangs and shit, but it's not like California. But over there, it's so wild that they're like. Oh.
Best thing I can say is you guys just need to watch Boys in the Hood again. Explain.
Man,
it explains it.
But it's like so crazy that it's like resurfacing to like this new level, and it's like
of checking
after
in.
I watched Boys in the Hood, I didn't want to touch it.
Said, I'm 32 years old. I'm not checking in with nobody. You got me fucked up.
These days with social media and videos, influence and scrolling, like it's a phase. Like gangbanging is real, but there's a lot of people out there, a lot of kids, a lot of impressionable motherfuckers who are just like. They look at this shit as a phaser, like it's cool, and don't understand the seriousness behind it. And don't even realize that they're doing that. Kids that are 14, 15 to maybe even like the 19, young 20s, nigga, will be watching this shit and like taking what they feel like is cool out of it, but not realizing like the reality of that shit is like there's niggas of our age and this and that that like that lived that life and like knew the whole point was to get out of it, but that's all they knew, right? And then there's kids that don't really come from that these days, but because you can jump on YouTube, a TikTok, you can scroll from one video and see a person doing a choreographed dance, and next thing you know, you scroll, like if you look at mine, because the algorithm, you'll see a video like Brick Baby, right, talking. That nigga's a real gangster, right? And he like, if you just watch him and you want to know just information on that shit just for the sake of information, he'll put you on game by listening. Just like if you fucking watch anyone
but I'm
who's like
sure
really
at the
from
end of it, he says, don't do this.
Oh, yeah, he's not.
So, like,
he's
if people are
respectable.
picking and choosing not to hear the whole message.
He's on some real gangster shit, bro, because he's not like, oh, this shit's hella cool. I press this, da-da-da. He's on some, like, this is the reality of the shit. I'm not saying you should do the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not on some, like, goofy shit.
Does he agree with checking in? Or does he say like,
I don't think he presses that kind of shit, but he clearly understands it because he's from fucking California. He's from LA.
Okay, there's a difference between understanding it and then like supporting it
I don't.
And so
I
it's
don't
like
know.
I don't know if every person that does this check-in thing is just some rogue ass person that's like trying to make it this thing, or it's actually everybody in the thing believes you need to check in, and it's like
Right.
It's like, why? And then I think the best defense to this is don't have jewelry on when you're out of state like that.
Facts.
Just don't.
Or if you're gonna be
nobody's
dolo.
He actually said something on an interview. Brick Baby did on an interview about like he's like nigga, even if you just wear a backpack, nigga, and you take it off you and like throw it in the backpack, like niggas ain't robbing niggas just with backpacks.
Yes,
it's about
exactly.
the niggas that whatever, whether it's your pride or whatever. Like you can have that shit right there and not have to worry about it. But like when you just wearing it, flossing on niggas, is gonna make that
People
certain
just-
side
right.
come out of niggas.
Yeah, it's gonna bring the grimy people out. So
Well, my
like,
thing is, don't wear it if you're going to be dolo in a different state. Like, if you're going to have security on you is a different thing.
yeah, if you're
But-
performing on
Right.
stage and you come right back
Right.
off, you're good. You have security.
But if you're
everywhere,
walking
like,
to go to fucking Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, nigga.
don't do it. The niggas that are from there that have earned the respect all the way up, floss. Do that thing.
Yeah.
Just if you're an out of towner, don't do that.
Oh,
like
God.
just don't.
I don't give a fuck if you checked
can't
in
be
or not.
going,
Yeah, I
like,
don't give a fuck.
We,
yeah.
like, we ain't even in the game like that, but out of common sense of just how niggas, like dudes move, right? Like, if you know you got some real ice on and you're like, I'm fucking just in another nigga's city and I'm moving a certain type of way and I'm dressed like this and I got nice shit on, like, do you not expect to have some kind of like hate coming your way?
Or
think about how people are. These
Somebody
days.
ask you about it or attention
Oh,
brought to you.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a lot of niggas take that because they're just some niggas that don't even realize it, but the hate's running so deep in them and they're such on that hater shit. Like just seeing you like that makes them mad. Has nothing to they see your chain and they take it personal, nigga, which is
Right.
crazy. I know to a lot of you out there like that sounds dumb. It sounds dumb as fuck to us too. But there's a lot of niggas out there that can't stand seeing other people
Well,
do
clearly
good.
they just jumped this nigga in Toronto and took a shit. So
Yeah, nigga,
it's
it's so
obvious.
crazy.
It's clearly obvious niggas are out here living wildly.
Gonna go in again. The Complex article, the way they wrote it, they're like this rapper named Top 5 or whatever posted
Yeah.
the video to his account, but Top 5's not one of the 3 people there. And so right then I'm sitting there, they're like Top 5 just like I think beat a murder case in 2022 or something. And so he was like locked up and then just got out or something, and everything screamed about it was just like publicity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah.
Said it's a pub stunt.
I hope this publicity stunt doesn't make it cool or somehow pick up steam.
Everybody starts
and then
doing
people
this shit.
start doing the shit because it's like
Nigga,
stupid
everything's
as
a
fuck.
publicity stunt these days. Everybody fake. You know what we got? We got a bunch of motherfucking Kardashians running around here.
All right.
Whole
Anyways, before we go
Kardashian
left
scenarios,
on
nigga.
this shit,
my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Fake
Yes.
everything in this bitch.
What did Kardashian and them
Y'all,
get?
speaking of haters, y'all, did you guys hear that? Oh, man, these niggas are some haters to my left. My niggas are some haters right now.
Who?
Y'all niggas,
I know he
man.
ain't coming at me.
I know he's not talking about
I
me.
know you
some
ain't
haters.
talking.
I know he's not talking about
Y'all
me.
some haters. All right, go ahead.
Hate. What do we hate on?
I hate him in the state.
If you got hate in your heart, let it out.
Here we go. Because he was about to go off on the Kim Kardashian.
Y'all niggas be fucking
Rant
their
that we didn't wanna
protectors,
hear.
my nigga.
Protectors of
Y'all
what? The
the
Kim
fucking-
K?
Yeah, y'all are the
No,
protectors.
we're not protectors. We're not protectors. You're just tripping.
Super duper high.
Super duper tripping.
Yeah.
I feel.
No, I know. Fuck feeling.
No, I'm just in general, nigga. Like I brought up because like he's like a goat. Like one time or 2-3 times even. I don't give a fuck. It was 4 or 5 times. Brought up Dave Chappelle. This nigga said I was on his dick. If this nigga talked about a rapper, he like told me, "You're on that nigga's dick." Like, nigga, you talking about a nigga? I was talking about Dave Chappelle, and this nigga was tripping.
You
on
could have
me. Y'all
maybe
be
hit him with
hating.
some Russ talk when he.
I've only
probably
brought
dropped
it-
Russ like 3 times.
2 times.
But
2 times?
Russ like 3 times minimum.
Please stop.
I'm gonna look.
I'll
Yeah,
lean more
please,
there.
please go ahead and I can make a clip of every time you said Dave Chappelle. You can't do the same,
but
nigga.
I'm okay with that.
I know, and that's
I
why you're
don't
gonna get a
make it
back
nothing 'cause
tramp,
I'm
Sam.
not a hater.
Nigga. That's where you're gonna get a back tramp, Sam.
No,
Nigga.
nigga, I'm just not a hater, so I don't make
I'm okay. I'm a
I
hater
don't
because
make
you want
something
to talk
out of
about the same
nothing.
thing every fucking episode. I'm a hater. My fault.
Nigga, will someone
Anyways,
please,
where
please
there's
weigh in
smoke,
on the comments?
there is
This
fire.
nigga-
Fuck that shit.
This
Where
nigga
there
will
was
never in his
smoke.
life admit
Oh,
anything
God.
about he's wrong ever, nigga.
That
He will-
leads me into the next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what is it? gosh, how do I even say his fucking name?
JP
Jeffrey
Morgan?
Epstein. Everybody knows
Epstein. Epstein Island.
Epstein. So where there was smoke, there's fire. Here's some more fire coming from that whole entire like setup. But JP Morgan to pay $290 million to settle with Epstein victims. So JP Morgan is a bank. And Epstein like ran his like money through that bank or whatever. They did all types of services, but they just settled for $290 million to the sex victims, which is crazy because like when you watch the Netflix thing, it's like, oh, it's a conspiracy, you know, kind of like
it's not real, or is it?
But it is, and then it's like now like this bank's paying $290 million because it's like it like flagrantly like knew what was going on, or at least the courts felt that way, and they settled. And no company is going to settle if they don't think that they're probably going to be beat, you know?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on
Bro, it's
hearing
big.
about
We all
that?
knew it.
It's big, rich, white people, Wall Street shit. The sketchy shit you don't want to believe is the true shit, and the shit they tell you is the fake shit.
Okay. So I went to their
Clearly shit was going $300 million almost, nigga. They did something and tried
Well,
to just...
and that's the settlement. Like, imagine what they would have hit for,
Oh my
you know,
God.
if they didn't
Yeah,
settle.
nigga. So you want to know why?
They said $700 million,
Kids
nigga.
were getting fucked by old rich white people, and no one fucking wanted to do anything about it. They still don't even. We still ain't even been told none of the fucking information. The lists of the fucking guests.
What's crazy is
the
the nigga just-
manifestos. None of that.
Niggas end up dead.
Yeah, I fucking hate it, bro.
who ended up dead? Like, I feel like you
Epstein.
know a lot of information,
Epstein.
like, share, like, Epstein ended up dead.
Yeah,
Didn't he? Did they say he committed suicide?
Yes, nigga.
Please
People
stop.
always go like, stabbed himself in the back 17 times and jumped off a roof. Worst case of suicide we've ever seen. People watching the news. That's crazy.
No, dude, it's like that one dude that
Fucking
stabbed himself
bunch
17
of
times in the back.
Dumb motherfuckers, bro. I swear to God.
Okay, so
Stupid
check this
fucking
out.
people.
So I saw that article like come through, like say like a complex or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the master investor Ian Dunlap. I think he posted or something. But when I see a litigation lawsuit like that, using my like accounting background, if say like at 12/31 they had already been sued by this person. If it's probable, they would have to put like an amount in there. Like, so the accounting standard says like if it's remote or it's hard to estimate how much it would be, you don't have to disclose it. But if it's like probable, then you have to like talk about it, right? And so I went and fucking pulled the 2022 financials and went to, it's their footnote 24. It's called litigation. But so then I'm like, oh, no way the word Jeffrey Epstein is in JP Morgan's annual financials. It's fucking, well, it's required to be there if it has some sort of merit or it has some sort of like, if it's big enough, right? This company, their financials are literally in the millions. So they like strip off like the first 6 zeros on their numbers. So the numbers look small, but then you got to like
Open
exit.
it pretty much.
So
yeah.
for something to be material or like even like in the thing is big, but it says Jeffrey Epstein litigation, JP Morgan Chase Bank is named as a defendant in 2 lawsuits filed in the United States District Court for the Southern District of New York, which alleges that JP Morgan Chase Bank knowingly facilitated Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking and other unlawful conduct by providing banking services to Epstein until 2013.
He read that hella good. I'm not going to lie, didn't he?
You didn't fuck up one word.
This is my other life. One case, which was filed in November 2022, is a punitive class action filed by alleged sex trafficking victim of Epstein, and the other case, which was filed December 2022, was brought on behalf of the government of the United States Virginia Islands and also alleges certain Virginia Islands statutory claims. JP Morgan Chase moved to dismiss both complaints. In March 2023, the court granted in part and denied in part JP Morgan Chase Bank's motion. Where are we at? Motions to dismiss, allowing some claims to proceed in both lawsuits. Also in March 2023, Chase Bank filed third-party complaints impleading the firm's former employee. So they brought this dude's name. So in the at the 12/31 financials, they don't bring this employee's name in it. It's just like JP JP Morgan is being sued. Well, then the Q1 financials, they bring in and they're trying to like say, they even put the guy's name in there, James Edward Staley. So they says they filed third-party complaints impeding the firm's former employee James Edward Staley into the 2 lawsuits, asserting claims for indemnification, contribution, breach of fiduciary duties, and violation of the faithless servant doctrine. In April 2023, Staley moved to dismiss the complaints because he's like, what the fuck? You guys are throwing me under the bus. But corporations will do essentially whatever they need to do to protect the brand. Also, in April 2023, the punitive class action plaintiff filed a motion for class certification seeking to represent a class of alleged sex victims of Epstein. So, what do I want to say? Okay, so here at the very end, they're like, JP Morgan intends to oppose both motions. And this financial, the Q1 financial, is as of March 31st, 2023. And so within 2 months, they don't. When I read that, there's no values in there, right? They're saying, hey, we intend to just like oppose both of these motions. In the 1231 financials, I feel like they're a little bit out of order. They were so at 1231 they were seeking just to dismiss them. They're just like, oh, these are fucking frivolous. Within 2 months, they just had to settle for $290 million. That's like things were escalating quick. I would assume that's how I would take it with my background, and so I just thought it was super wild.
Bruh, that's the first thing I've heard of the Epstein anything since like pretty much that nigga died.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy how much
million
fucking just
under
how much
the rug
they
they can
suppress the fucking just. It's such a major thing, and imagine all the useless shit you intake or it gets pushed on you, daily. And shit like this, like this random fact that's completely useless, but it's a real fact. Some cats are actually allergic to humans. Right,
I can't stand
like how people are like
some cats are actually allergic to you.
That's a fact. It's a real fact. Like just like a chef's hat has exactly 100 pleats in a chef hat, right? Random fucking facts
that you know.
That I know.
Why do you know this? Hold on,
random motherfucker.
Why do you know this shit?
Because I'm a random motherfucker. I really fuck this name. I really fuck with what our shit's about.
See you.
But this, bruh, it's such a fucking heinous crime, bro. Like there was straight up sex trafficking and fucking sexual assault on minor people. Just the entire mentality behind that. And this shit is always from higher up people that have to do with like having a big say in the fucking world.
Multi-millionaires.
Billionaires, bro.
Yeah, going crazy.
And then because this was just a nigga who had relationships with people who were politicians.
Do you remember the time frame of it?
Actually, I don't even want to say that name. She will get me Killery will get me hit, nigga.
Oh my god. Do you remember the time frame from like
when they got first brought up?
Or at least like when the Netflix documentary, what they were saying it happened from, say,
honestly,
2000 to 2010 or something, because they're saying that they provided services all the way until 2013, and I didn't know enough about the Epstein piece to know if he was already getting indicted at that time and they continued to still let him.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly. I know that documentary came out on Netflix like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah,
but obviously shooting it and, getting all the information and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm sure waiting for court cases and all that shit to end, so it's probably close, probably like 2007, 2008 to 2013,
Got you. Okay.
I would assume, it wasn't just like a 1 year thing.
Yeah.
But why is that nigga? I guess he got locked up and ended up killing himself.
This
but
nigga is so wild that people say he killed himself. Do you just?
I did air quotes. You didn't see it.
I know. It's just so crazy.
Yeah.
You know what else is fucking crazy? Competitive art used to be in the Olympics.
Why is he?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm fucking Google it. Competitive art used to be in the Olympics.
Competitive fucking art. I tell you
Fucking
what.
Jeffrey Epstein, you motherfucker.
But yeah, shout out to the victims. I'm glad they're getting something, like what a nightmare it is. I'm sure like they were little kids at that time.
Yeah.
That this shit was going on. So shout out to them. Glad they're finally getting reparations. Speaking of reparations, y'all got anything lately? No, nothing. No, cool. No, okay, cool.
Well, they said that mine will probably be only half of what everybody
Half
else
of 50 acres.
Yeah.
She said, I'm only getting 25
Only
acres
getting
in the
25.
back end of a mule.
It was 40 acres and a mule. So
That's what it was. I thought it was 50. That's right, 40.
20 acres and some ass.
There you go. Just the back end of a mule.
Do you know what impleading means?
Yeah, like you're impeding on my rights. Like you're
Impleading or
Like
impeding?
filed third-party complaints impleading the firm's former employee James
impleading.
Edward
Okay, so
Staley
impeding.
into the two lawsuits. Do you know what that?
No, what does it mean?
It just means that they sued him. But like that's a fucked up word for suing. You know what I mean? Like lawyer talk is so fucking funny.
Bro, people have no idea how like coded language is if you really, really break it down. The English dictionary. That's why a lot of people from other countries think we're fucking like they're like Americans talk weird or like they think we're idiots because our vocabulary. But
We're for sure the hardest language to learn.
But a lot
English
of other
is.
people also don't realize like there's fucking code in our language and our codes and even words that we don't even.
I think foreign people realize that the most. Is that like we're code like, damn, that was bad. She's so bad. Like, what do you mean she's bad? Like, not good? No, like she's fine.
So
what does fine mean? Like she's sexy. Oh, okay.
Don't you hillbillies
Like,
be
damn,
going,
this food is bad.
Yeah,
so what,
yeah.
nigga? Like what?
I don't want anyone going off in the comments being like, if you don't like it, get out, nigger. But let me preface this with America's dope. I like living here. It's pretty sick, right? But I fucking don't like a lot of the shit that we're about or what we do. I just need that to be known. All right, I just really, really need that to be
You don't
known.
like the shit that like.
There's just
you don't think you do like American
if you
things?
could paint a picture of America, you would paint a big ass, entitled, spoiled, like bratty individual you probably wouldn't get along with as a country. It's cool. It's cool when you're his fucking friend and you get to like use his shit, go to his house and sleep over and all this shit. But like also like we do some janky ass, sketchy ass shit, nigga. Some super not solid shit sometimes in the big picture of things. If you really paying attention to shit and you're not like just under the blanket going through your day by day on those niggas that don't realize shit and how
But
the
you don't
world
think
is.
you move American like?
I do, bro. I'm from. Of course, I do.
Yeah,
I'm from here.
that's okay.
Nigga, I'm overweight as fuck. I got shit I do not need. That right there is American enough, and that's two things off a list of many things I do. But what I'm saying is because inside, like when I talk about something, or I talk about like, oh, I'm aware of this, or I feel like this. That's my opinion, and from what I come from. But the way I be moving, the way I think of stuff, it's all just part of an awareness because I'm aware that I'm forever going to be imperfect, but I'll always have a consciousness of what I think is decent morals or decent characteristics and shit like that. And there's certain things that I know for a fact are going on that I'm like, that's not cool. And if high powers really wanted it to stop, it would. But clearly it's still an issue. So the world's a lot more ugly than people want to believe. But if you go down that rabbit hole, people start being like, oh my God.
It's ugly everywhere though.
No, I know, bro.
And then I get, not that I get in like arguments or like anything like
so
this,
we're
but
the
I
richest
always
and the
have
coolest,
this-
right? We're the freest. What country has the most missing children? Not Ghana or some third world country. What country? Google it.
But how do you know?
It's America, nigga.
But like, okay, it's America, but I feel like America also has the best reporting in the nation. Like I feel like we're one of the more
mean in the world?
in the world, yeah. Like I feel like if
He
you
said America's
ask
the best in
another
America.
country, like
They're not keeping
how
track
much
of it
money
like
do
that.
you got, or well, like give us stats. They're like, we don't even keep the fucking stats. We don't talk about that shit. Or if I ask you the question, if when people get on the America thing, it's like, okay, where do you want to live then?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you could go pick anywhere to live for the rest of your life, you can't ever come back. Where would you say?
Here, my nigga, because it's the best of all evils. Because as a whole, anywhere else in the world, it's always going to be ugliness.
That's what
and
he's saying.
badness.
That's his point.
Because
Facts,
it's not
that's the
an
thing.
exact region that's the worst. It's just the mass mentality and the quality of people. It's the mental health of people and the good or the lack of that's in people's hearts these days in general, bro. So yeah, I'd rather live here than fucking live in
And
a
I feel
fucking yurt.
a lot of
somewhere.
people worldwide. I feel I don't know how you would ever be able to get a gauge on this, but like if you just polled, I bet you if you polled people in other countries and say where would they ever want to live, and then you polled the United States.
Oh, I think you say if you just polled people from other countries and made them come live here, I'm like they did that with slaves.
I hate them.
I would be interested in, maybe I'm probably way over my skis on this, but it would be interesting to go to Europe, ask everybody in Europe where their dream location would be to live, and
They'd be like, not with you fucking idiots.
And see if the population that answers somewhere other than Europe is higher than when you're in America and you ask somebody where you want to live. You know,
that's a good fucking. I know what you're saying.
Like if we go to China and we ask the whole population, "Hey, where do you want to live forever?"
Well, I just want you guys to know I love it in America. I don't ever want to leave. Please don't tell me. Don't send me away. I'm half African. I think I got a little Ghananese in me.
Yeah.
Is that right? Ghananese?
No.
Am I Ghanaian?
You're just from Ghana.
That's not right.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
You're just from Ghana.
Well, maybe when you say the first time, Ghanaian.
You're from
Ghananese.
you're Ghanaian.
You're Ghanaian.
You're denying that I'm Ghananese. That's what you're hating
You're
on.
not Ghana. There ain't no knees, nigga.
You don't know. Then I'm Ghanaian.
You're fucking gonorrhea.
Because you're American, you're Mexican, you're Ghanan. Ooh,
Gone in
I'm Ghanan.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
He said I'm Ghanaian.
Well, I appreciate you boys. Episode 29. Been another fire ass episode.
Appreciate you too.
Even though Johnny got in his feelings for half a second. Sorry, I thought I love you, boy.
I didn't see anything.
Me neither.
I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything.
He said, I just kept talking.
I'm not even on that time or
Talking
anything.
shit.
I love both my brothers just as much
He said,
as I did the first day, the last day, and tomorrow. And what you get in 2023 when I run for podcast of the year is you're gonna get unity. You're gonna get
eyes like that. You're gonna get. It said, all right.
It's
Fucking dumb.
nothing
Chris.
but everything is good. Everything is sweet. Everything is amazing.
All right, Cuba.
Life is good.
Thank you, Cuba Pudding Jr.
Call Colin.
Call him.
208.
He said, I forgot it.
Or if you need your car fixed, call Queen Elizabeth II. She's technically a certified mechanic. Random fact. Hit that button. Hit that button.
Random motherfucker.
I'm your host, Chave. Here with my dog.
It's your boy Johnny B, nigga. You already know what it is.
My other dog.
J. White, the motherfucking fire guy.
We appreciate you tuning in.
Damn, I heard you hit that nigga hard.
Hey, everybody, you saw that.
Hell yeah.
That was abuse.
Everything is good under here, under management.
That was the white side of me.
James is good. Everything is good. We're all good. Everybody's safe here. We come here. We want to come here every week.
Blink twice if you're okay.
He
said, I haven't been able to leave the ranch in months now.
He said he just brings me new shirts and shit.
The triple R.
He said we were running out of socks, so then he just got me some business.
I got branded yesterday.
But we appreciate y'all. Good catch, cousin. You know what I'm saying? Cadillac Reflexes. Episode 29 in the books. Like, comment, subscribe, share, comment, share, subscribe, like, whatever order you want to do it. Just make sure you follow us. You're interacting because, we need our numbers to go up, huh, boys?
Yeah.
Huh?
I was gonna let y'all breathe this week because I'm always greeting on your helmets.
All right, then we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. No, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. No homo. We appreciate
like
y'all.
It's a dick. I have to.
Make sure y'all tune in. We'll see you next week with episode 29. We out.